Welcome to a new episode of Chat on the Bench, and today we're here with
Jess.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to
I'm
meet
Luca.
you.
Thanks for coming here.
Thank you.
First question I usually ask to everyone I'm having a chat with is, who are you?
I'm Jess. I'm from London originally, but I've lived in Bristol for about 5 years now. I'm a student, kind of about to graduate.
Okay. Did you
Yeah.
move here to Bristol because of uni or?
Yeah, for uni.
Okay.
I
How come
love
like
it.
in London wasn't? You couldn't stay in London?
I just
or
wanted to get away.
Okay.
Get away from my family.
Okay.
Yes.
How's Bristol going? How did you find Bristol? Did you adjust?
I love
quickly?
Bristol so much. It's my favorite city in the world that
Okay.
I've ever been to, and I want to live here long term if everything goes to plan.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
What's the big differences between London? Would you say?
London is a beautiful place, but it's too big.
Okay.
I could never understand it, no matter how long I spend there. And I love Bristol more. I feel like it's more open-minded, better fashion for sure.
Yeah, as you can tell.
London fashion, is falling off. Very creative city, Bristol, and very welcoming. And it's just a good size to me. Because
Yeah.
in London, I live in the same area as my friends, but it would take an hour for me to get to them.
Oh yeah, I hate that. Every time I visit my friends there, I'm just there for like the weekend, and I just want to come back here to Bristol because
Honestly.
it's too long. You want to get somewhere, it's
big.
like an hour, like cheap walk, bus, it's like everything, and yeah, it's Bristol.
Expensive as well.
Yeah, it's literally like anything you do, you have to pay there.
Yeah.
It's like even like walking, you have to pay
Yeah.
someone. And so what is that you're studying right now?
I studied physics. I just finished my master's.
Congrats.
And I want to do a PhD one day,
Okay.
but I'm taking a year out.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? With
Good question. I'm going to figure it out. I'm quite interested in nuclear physics. Yeah, I love quantum physics as well.
Okay.
I love small stuff like nanophysics.
Wow.
Yeah.
I cannot say anything about that, but it sounds very complicated.
Yeah, but it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so what are you gonna do in this between maybe PhD and now? You're gonna get a year gap year.
So I'm going to work as a model for a year. I'm also going to travel if everything goes to plan. I really want to travel.
Where do you wanna go?
I want to go to China.
Nice.
I want to go to Carnival in Brazil.
Nice.
I want to go everywhere. I've always wanted to go to Cuba. I have to go to Cuba at least once in my life.
I've been to Cuba. It's
Really?
amazing.
Yeah.
It's literally amazing. I've been 2-3 years ago.
Mm.
It wasn't an easy trip because things there are a bit like not the best, and everything you do is like it's not really straightforward. It's like there's no transportations and stuff like that, so you have to ask around. That was the beauty of it as well. So like we had to get somewhere. You had to speak with people, and then they were like, "Oh, I got my cousin. He can take you there."
Oh, that's
and then
so
you're like with
nice.
strangers on a motorbike. It was so good. It's
that's
so good. I
lovely.
recommend it.
Yeah, I heard it's like going back in time.
Literally, yeah. It's like in the 50s kind of thing.
Mm.
But yeah, so good. And tell me a little bit about your like modeling journey. Like, how long have you been doing it, and how did you get into it, and do you like it?
Yeah, so I've been doing it since I was 17. I was scouted with my friend on the tube.
Okay.
Because we're both very tall, and we were going up the escalator, and this woman, she waited for us, and she was like, "Come work for my modeling agency." And my friend did, but then I didn't. I tried for another agency, and then I did that for a bit, didn't like it. I was really not great at it.
Okay.
And then I've always wanted to do fashion shows, but I never did fashion shows with the agency, so I left. And then I took part in Miss England, and I did quite well. And from there, I've had so many opportunities. I've done some modeling in Korea. I've done Paris Fashion Week. I'm going to do London Fashion Week this year.
Yes, well done.
Hopefully Dubai Fashion Week, but we'll try.
How does it work? How did you get into that? Like I don't know, all these fashion weeks. How, did you have to apply for it, or you need to know someone?
Yeah, so modeling, sometimes it can be more who you know.
Yeah, it's like network.
Because there are some incredibly beautiful people in the world that will never do modeling because they've never met the right person. So I don't have an agency right now. What I do is I just go to lots of fashion events, and I have friends in the industry, and we help each other out. So if I have a job, I'll tell my friends, like, you guys should come to this job, and then they tell me you should come to this job.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're helping each other a little bit.
Yeah, or just putting yourself on a platform. Like when I put myself on the Miss England platform, some people in South Korea saw me and they wanted me to come to South Korea, and they got in contact with the Miss England organization about that.
Okay, it's about like being like noticed as well, and
it's all about networking, really.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Even because like that applies to like musicians as well, artists.
Yeah,
there are some incredible artists that they can't get, I don't know, to the top because maybe, I don't know, their marketing isn't the best, or like they're not. What do you think about like there's some people that are like maybe less talented in general can get like higher up more than
for sure. But that's just life.
Yeah.
It's a bit harsh, but like life isn't fair.
Yeah.
And yeah, the most talented people won't always be the most successful.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, but that's just how the world is.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Do you feel like you're more talented or more?
No, there's no talent to it. You just walk.
Yeah, really. I don't know. There's any like I don't know, like no secrets whatsoever.
Well,
or like...
what I'm good at is networking. I'm very good at that because I'm quite a friendly person, and I go and talk to people, and I'm just nice to people. Just if you're nice to people, people will want to give you opportunities.
Yeah,
it seems.
Of course.
So yeah, that's what I've learned how to network.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And you say like some like pros about like modeling. What are the cons?
The cons, it can be very toxic.
Yeah.
It can be so toxic. Like a lot of bad stuff around body image. They really, if you're an insecure person, I don't recommend that industry for you, because people will tell you like you're too fat for this. They will tell you your nose is bad. Someone told me I needed a nose job.
Okay. Just like straight up.
Yeah. And then I said,
you too now.
So I was really upset. And then I went up to him and I said, I love my Eastern European nose. Yeah. And I just walked away.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I was really proud of myself for that. And I still think about it, but...
Are you Eastern European? Like some...
Yeah, I'm on my dad's side, I'm Eastern European. And this nose is like a bit bumpy. It's like got the Eastern European bump.
Probably.
So they're from Belarus area.
Okay, nice. So like, do you reckon like some people can, you said like if you're insecure, then obviously modeling maybe might not be for you, but some people maybe can build some confidence. I don't know. If they're insecure, but they do that, they maybe become more
I think
confident.
Definitely photo shoots help you build your confidence. But I would say fashion shows maybe opposite a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, because they can really just look at you and be like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
But that's just life. You've got to take some rejection sometimes. But yeah, I've seen some girls really struggle like with eating disorders and stuff.
Yeah.
It's been really bad.
There's a lot of it there.
Yeah, there was this one fashion show I was doing, and there was this girl, and she was just throwing up backstage because she had an eating disorder where she doesn't eat, and so her stomach was like dissolving itself or something. I don't know. She was throwing up, and I was feeding her apples and water, and then she still got up and she walked, and then she came back and like.
Oh my gosh, that sounds horrible.
It can be very toxic, but it's also really fun, the industry as well. From what I just said, that doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, it doesn't sound fun, but I get the point. Like,
it can be really fun. Like dressing up, putting on gorgeous clothes, and like the excitement of a fashion show, the chaos. I love the chaos.
Yeah.
There's always drama, and I'm always watching the drama. Like
you're watching it from the outside, or you're like
No, I avoid the drama.
Yeah.
I avoid.
Okay, that's good.
Don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
It's fun
good to watch. It's fun to watch. Yeah. I don't know. Do you feel like you are like objectified?
Yeah, quite a lot.
Okay. How do you feel about it?
Well, they do just see you as like a prop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also there can be a lot of creepy men as well. A lot.
Yeah. Is that true? Like the stories you hear from other, maybe more back in the days,
Yeah.
They're like, some what are they called, like the managers or whatever. They like ask for like the girls to do like, I don't know, something to go higher up or to get.
I've never seen that, but I wouldn't be surprised. But I have seen sexual assault and things like that from people working in the fashion industry, meant to be supporting the models.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you never found any like situations like that, like for you, like you never ended up in situations where.
Well.
Yeah, no, it's fine if you wanna talk about it.
All right.
It's cool. It's cool. So is that your dream?
To be a model?
Yeah, to be a model.
One of them.
Yeah. Okay. You reckon you can do everything, like,
yes.
Or you wanna focus maybe one day just on one thing, or you just wanna?
I think you can do everything.
Yeah.
This year I'm mainly going to focus on modeling, especially the modeling that helps me travel, because I love to travel.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not my dream. It's not like my main goal ever.
Yeah. What makes you happy?
What makes me happy is being with people that I love, being surrounded by people you love. I think that's what life is all about.
Mm-hmm.
Life would be so sad if there was no one you loved in it.
Yeah, no, of course, 100% agree.
Yeah.
Is that the purpose of life? You reckon?
Sure, I think. For me, anyway.
Yeah. No, it's I agree. Something you're struggling with at the moment?
My graduation.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Because one of the main reasons that I did physics was because my mom did physics, and she passed away almost 4 years ago now.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, almost 4 years. That's kind of mad.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the reasons I did that degree. And when I did it and learned about physics, I felt like I was learning about her and stuff.
Connecting with her.
Yeah.
Is that like she wanted you to do it? Like,
no, she didn't want me to do it at all. She kept telling me not to do it. Because I didn't do the right qualifications. I didn't do A-level maths.
Mm-hmm.
So she thought I'd really struggle. And I did struggle a lot, but didn't mind.
If someone that doesn't struggle when you do that, I think must be pretty hard anyway. Yeah. So like.
Well, everyone else on my course had done A-level maths, A-level further maths. I had none of that.
Okay, just went straight into that.
Yeah. So it was really difficult. But yeah, I'm glad I did it because I felt like I learned a lot about her, like how she saw the world, what mattered to her and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be weird saying goodbye to that in a way. But
for just maybe a year, but then you maybe continue.
Exactly.
Do you reckon you continue if you find like your fortune, let's say, with the modeling in the next year? Do you think you would go back to study, or?
I want to do a PhD at least one day in my life. At one point.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's not for a career reason. That's for a me reason.
A personal reason, like as in, is it a challenge for you, or because you really want to learn it? Like, want to learn more.
It's like a challenge, and also I find it such a cool idea to be the person in the world that knows the most about one topic.
Okay, yeah.
Because you're the expert on that very niche topic. No one knows more than you. And if anyone has a question on that very niche topic, they go to you.
Yeah, it's great fun.
I find that so cool.
I don't know. Do you want to prove that you're capable of doing that to yourself or like to the people as well? Is it like just a challenge to yourself or a challenge to, I don't know, everyone? Let's say, being like, oh, look, I've done that.
I think it's more a challenge for myself. I think my degree was a bit more of a challenge for other people as well, because a lot of people, they wouldn't really think I was very smart.
Okay. when you were a kid, or like?
I don't know, just all the time people would assume that I'm just not really that smart.
Why is that?
I think because how I dress, like I'm always smiley, like, oh my god, it's so exciting. Okay. I'm that kind of person. Especially when I was like a teenager, people always thought I was really stupid. So in a way,
like a revenge. Not revenge, but like, you know.
But like I'm smart also, guys.
But yeah, you reckon like it comes from that as well, like.
I think my degree, a little bit of it was that, especially my physics teachers. They thought I was so stupid.
Really?
They thought I was so stupid.
Oh, wow, they gave you a reason to just show them that they were wrong.
Honestly, I want to email them my degree and be like,
Now look at that.
I did
look
it.
At me now.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. Like people, what do you think of people that are judging judging other people just by their looks?
I think it's quite a human way to do things. I think like a lot of people do it, but people that judge quite a lot is usually like if they're judging negatively, sometimes they're projecting like the negative things that they don't like about themselves onto someone else. So let them think what they want to think.
Yeah.
It's not the reality.
Do you judge people?
I try not to.
Okay. But you do.
Not to.
Well, I don't know. Trying.
Well, I really try not to, but
it's hard not to be honest.
Yeah, and when I do, if I do, I like to be like, okay, that was unfair to think that. Yeah, just try and like see the thought and be like,
no, that's good. You usually like straight away you recognize your thought being wrong. Yeah, it's hard to do it though because I think it's human nature to judge people, but then we shouldn't be judging people because we don't know what's going on with
what
them.
They've been through.
Yeah, exactly. Do you struggle with that, like people thinking that you were not intelligent, and was that a struggle, or like you didn't really care? You're like, oh, you think whatever. But
that wasn't really a struggle for me in my life, but it was more. I found it a bit funny, and I also kind of like it. I like being underestimated.
Okay, being the underdog kind of thing.
Yeah, I love it in a way because then people are shocked, and I kind of find some power in that.
You like to like surprise people.
Yeah.
What was like your biggest struggle in general? Maybe you're not struggling with it anymore, but like you used to, or can be anything, or
so I think my biggest struggle was losing my mum when I was 19 and the cancer journey she had to go on when I was a teenager, and our relationship as well was quite dynamic. Yeah, it was very dynamic because I was like a rebellious teenager and she was going through a lot of struggles, and I definitely could have been nicer to her. But I'm lucky enough that she got to live quite a long time, longer than was expected, because originally they said she was going to live 2 weeks, and then she ended up living about 2 years. So in that time we managed to talk and resolve things, and she got to see me grow and not be this little fucker teenager. And like grow into a human.
To an adult.
Yeah, so I'm really grateful that I did get to resolve things with her a bit. But that was probably my biggest struggle to go through, especially my family struggle. Like a lot of people in my family struggled a lot as well. So, yeah.
You got any regrets?
I do regret how I treated my mum sometimes, because she was going through a lot. Like she went through cancer treatment for years, so long, like maybe 8 years, and I was not the best behaved, and we were getting a lot of arguments, and we'd say things that weren't nice to each other, and I should have tried to realize what she was going through and been a bit nicer to her.
Yeah, especially when you're a teenager, I think we're a bit of an hustle as well. And as long as in the end you just like were close to her, that's what matters.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, by the way.
It's
okay. Sad story. So is there anything you wanna talk about? Obviously you knew you were gonna meet me here today.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe you thought I wanna talk about that, I wanna say something, or also, what did you expect? Actually, what did you expect from this?
I expected quite similar, because I've seen your other interviews you did with Sal and
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them so much. Yeah, so I expected similar to this.
Yeah. What is something that you learned over time? Like, is there something that, yeah, you learned just like about anything in life that you just change your mind, like during life?
Yeah, maybe that we're all more similar than we think we are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we all experience similar things. We all feel sad sometimes, we all feel happy sometimes. Yeah, we're more connected than we think we are.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's why when when I usually post these kind of videos, people like that and relate a lot to anybody, even if like I don't know, we all come from like different backgrounds and everything, but we kind of go through similar emotions, as you said, so you can relate to pretty much anything. Yeah, that was one of the reasons why I've started with these interviews as well, just because I wanted to share stories like with clothing as well. And at first, we would just start sharing stories like my story, which is like just a regular guy who moved away from my country and moved here to Bristol.
Which country is that?
Italy.
Oh, nice.
There's a big community of people that are not from the UK that moved to here. So I mean, I knew that people could relate to how beautiful it is being abroad, because it opens up your mind a lot, but also like the struggles of being abroad, which
do you miss home quite a lot?
Yeah, now get to go back home like quite often, like every 3-4 months. But it's hard, obviously. It's like parents are getting old all the time. You miss events, and like you live just away, and I just wanted to share like this kind of struggle.
Yeah.
And then it kind of evolved into like people and creatives wanted to get involved and like just share these stories.
Yeah, it's a really lovely page.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Really good vibes.
Yeah, thank you. And can I ask you, just I think we're getting towards the end, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions before we close. If you were granted 3 wishes, what would you use them for? Anything you want?
I would love to have an island full of rabbits, and no one's allowed there apart from me and some of my friends.
Okay, we're okay. Just right, like a load of rabbits, or
a million rabbits.
Yeah, rabbits. Okay.
And it's like paradise. That would be one of them.
Okay.
And then probably something. We probably need like world peace.
After the rabbits.
After the rabbits.
It's fine. Doesn't need to be in order. Like you. So we wish they become true like all at once.
And then, to be honest, I would probably just never use the last one, because I'll probably be like, what if I think of something better?
But then what if you don't use it and you wasted it? So if you don't use it now, it's wasted.
True.
It can be anything.
What if I don't use it now?
Yeah, if you don't use it now, it's wasted. You don't want to waste that.
Shit. Maybe like a space rocket, so I can go to space.
Would you like to go to space?
I'd love to go to space.
Really?
That's one of my
dreams. Space, or like to some like planets, moon, or like I don't know, just like floating in space?
Just to leave the planet.
Okay, we like to watch the planet from the space.
I've always wanted to be an astronaut.
Okay, really?
Yeah. Ever since I was a kid.
The classic dream, like yeah.
Most people that study physics have that dream at one point.
Yeah. Is it achievable?
Yeah, it's achievable, but it's really hard.
Yeah, I don't know how it works to.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go, I don't know, to become an astronaut.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe one day.
Maybe one day, yeah. Why would you like to go to space?
I just think it's an incredible opportunity to just be able to leave this place.
Yeah, no, I mean it's it must be incredible to be up there. It can be dangerous as well.
Yeah, you get exposed to a lot of radiation as well.
Would you like to go to the moon?
Yeah, why not?
Have we ever been to the moon?
Oh, Eli would say no.
Conspiracy.
Eli thinks the moon landing's fake.
Some people say that.
I don't know what I think. I'm open to both ideas.
Because I don't know, did people like after that episode, like we never been to the moon again? I think I don't know. I didn't hear that. Maybe I'm wrong. But...
There were some suspicious things that happened.
Yeah. What's your favorite conspiracy theory?
That Fidel Castro is related to Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau's his son.
Okay. Wow.
Because Fidel Castro's mom was in Cuba around the time that Trudeau was born.
Okay.
And also when Fidel Castro died, because he was very controversial, lots of leaders didn't acknowledge it, and he was like, "Oh, you were a great leader, rest in peace." That's your dad.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
That's your dad.
Never hear that. Never heard that conspiracy theory, but it could work. It could work.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, that's super cool. Super cool. And you're satisfied with what you've done in life? Like you feel like you're doing enough, or you want to do more?
I think I do quite a lot. I do a lot. I've lived like a million lives in a very short time. I think it's because I was just really struggling for a long time, and then as soon as the struggle kind of got to an end, I was like, oh my gosh, I can do stuff now, and I just went and I just did so much stuff. Yeah, but I've lived a million lives, and that's how I intend to keep on going. And I am very proud of myself for what I've done, what I've achieved. I'm proud that I got my degree, even though I almost gave up a few times.
What matters is that you didn't give up.
Exactly.
And you should be proud of what you did, and you do even better. One more, actually two more. What piece of advice would you give to your younger self?
Things will get better. To be nicer to your mum. And enjoy not having the responsibilities of an adult.
Love that.
Yeah.
Are you going to be alright?
Yeah, I will always be alright.
Okay. That's the attitude.
For you?
Sure, always. Thanks for your time. Love that. Thank you.
Thank you.
See if it's all good.
That was a good interview.
Yeah, it was good. I like that.